Documenting my life.
Oh God.
Of course you have to be in it, mate, no. It's escaping the 9 to 5. But working it, you know, working the 9 to 5, escaping it, making that online money, Dave. Yes, everyone, hope you're good. Got a great video for you today of today's trade. The reasons I took it, it was a bit of a tough trade to take in terms of, you know, when you see the trade going into profit and then all of a sudden it just tanks. It comes near your stop loss, you start thinking, oh, am I going to make it? So it was a bit of a twitchy bum moment, but in the end we made it. It was a great trade. It stuck to the plan. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go back in time. I'm going to show you this trade. Now, I was discussing this trade with what I will say is a new community member. He's called Wouter, and he actually took the exact same trade on his own back. I didn't guide him through it. We just discussed things. He got in the trade himself, basically using the exact same methods that I use. Ultimately, he come out 2% up. He just bought himself a challenge, prop firm challenge, and he's 2% up. First trade, it's always a great start because it gives you that little buffer zone. So I'll go on to the Forex time frame now and I'll just show you actually what I'll do. So that was the trade I took. I'm just going to go on to the Forex time frame. I'm just going to go through this with you step by step so you just are aware of why I took it and how I took it. And for anybody wondering, I will be creating the community at some point. Me and Wouter are just working on a few things. It's good for me, it's good for him. Yeah, so we're progressing with it. Respect to you, mate, because it was a great trade and I think you're going to be a great trader. For anyone else wondering, the community will be coming soon. I've just got to work on some things for myself first. So this is where I come to the charts this morning. This is your 2 AM to 6 AM candle close. I wasn't thinking of taking a sell. I actually discussed this with Wouter and I said, I'm not taking sells. I'm going to wait for London Open. I'm going to see how price moves. I said, London Open, price pushes bullish. The 10 AM candle close will be bullish. So I'll just play this next candle. This is what you can see. 10 AM candle close was bullish. We broke this key area of resistance here, which would fail to break above for a long period of time. So I went down to the 5 minute, anticipating that we would be able to get in an entry. So if anyone's wondering, the reason why I took the buy is because you had the bullish momentum coming in. We've broke out with bullish momentum out somewhere where I failed to break above for a long period of time. So the buys are clearly in the market. So this is the trade. I mark this candle with the vertical line because this is the last candle within that 4H candle, the previous 2 AM, the 6 AM till 10 AM, and this is the candle body close. So anything below this is a wick forming on the new 4H candle. I say this over and over again. I look for the wick and then I go for the flip, basically, for the bullish momentum to kick in. So I wanted to see price creating a wick, and to be honest, I was looking at it thinking, well, we have created a wick, but I weren't entirely happy with it. You could have took the trade like this if price maintained this area, looking for that break of the 5 minute structure to go for your target. I weren't too keen on it, and I was very aware that this was a key area which we could pull into, this key area being your higher low within this uptrend. So price could definitely have pulled back into here, which it did, which I'll show you now. So at this point, I was thinking, if this happens, which I said to Wouter, if price pulls back into this area, I didn't like the range of that. It was just too big for my liking. So my plan was take the trade on the initial flip of the candle going from bearish to bullish, if that makes sense. Because anything below this line is bearish, anything above this is bullish. So by doing that, you actually gain a bit more of a range, 10 pips. It just gives you better risk to reward. It can be a bit more dangerous, but I felt comfortable doing this today. So I'll go through the trade. You see price pushed all the way back into this key area, which I was anticipating it would. The bullish momentum started coming in. So at this point, I put it into MetaTrader. My buy stop, my stop loss was below structure. Here, I actually put it below this area because I was anticipating that this would be the wick low of the 4H candle. It may sound confusing, but this is a very simple method, and I was going for my 1 to 2 target, So I'll show you this now. So the next candle will get triggered in with momentum. So this is the flip of the 4H going bullish, and what I could see was a new price, if it was to push into this area, we'll get a bit of resistance, but that's fine, because if price is going to, in an uptrend, you have to get past this higher high to create a new higher high. So I was waiting, seeing price push into it, and we pulled back, a little bit of drawdown. That wasn't a problem, it's just the way trades go sometimes. So I'll just move this along so you can see this is where I was in the trade, and I did actually film this on my MetaTrader, a few stages which I'll show you. So I seen price pushed up. At this point I was thinking, well, it's quite a dangerous time, because if you see price push into an area 3 times, you can get a lot of momentum coming into the market, whether it be buys or sells. So I was a bit thingy, I weren't too sure. I wasn't going break even because I didn't want to do that. The amount of times I've gone break even prematurely without being 1% up in profit, and I get took out at break even, and then eventually the trade hits take profit. So I'll show you the bearish momentum started coming in. At this point I thought, damn, we might have lost this one. Anyway, as luck had it, the bulls come back into the market, and at this point, when I seen price breaking and closing above this area, which I'll show you now, I sort of started to get a good idea that was going to hit TP. It was a great trade. I was in this for 3.5 hours. I will show you my FTMO just to show you my trades and my progress in a minute. And this was the trade. I basically just closed it out a little bit early just to secure the profits, and that's it. It was a great trade. It was a bit of a tough one. I was in it for a while. We've seen some drawdown. It was a bit of a roller coaster, but in the end we hit TP, and that's what matters. I took some things from my loss yesterday. I've developed on it. There's nothing more beautiful than a loss sometimes, because you learn the most. When you keep winning, you think that you're the man, you know exactly how to trade, and then all of a sudden you take a loss, and it brings you back to reality. So it's a beautiful thing to experience sometimes. You'll learn a lot from it. That applies to many things in life. So I'll just show you my FTMO account. So this is where I'm at. As you can see there, where we at. This is my profit. I'm £900 up, 5.54% on my way to hitting the target. These are the trades that I took, which you can see. Some break-evens, some losses, so on. So this is where I'm at on my FTMO currently. I'm getting there. Patience. It'd be great to be funded come my birthday on the 11th September, but we'll see what happens. No rush. I'm in this for the long run. So yeah, overall great trade. Nothing much more to say about it really. I'm going to come back tomorrow, see what happens. Price is currently all the way up in these highs. I'll just fast forward this a little bit for you. So hang on, let me just get rid of this bar replay. If you're not using bar replay, I highly suggest that you do so. So this is where we're at currently, all the way up into this high. My question is, will we continue to get the buys? Well, I've been looking at the DXY. The next area of support for the DXY is all the way down here. So there's potential that GU, ignore that chart, that's all the trades I've been taking, there's some on here, that GU could push all the way up here. Sorry, this chart is also messy. That's just, it looks worse than it actually is. It's not that bad. Yeah, price could basically just keep pushing up at this point. I have a sneaky feeling that it will do, but we'll see. I'm not making any calls. Come back to the charts tomorrow and see what the outcome is. So, great trade today. We learnt from yesterday's loss. We're progressing. We're getting there. Every day is a step closer, no matter what the outcome. So tomorrow I'll be back with another video. Hopefully it's a win. Maybe it'll be a loss. We'll see. But we're progressing. So hope you enjoyed that one. Hope you had a great trading day. It's Wednesday. We've got Thursday, Friday. So 3 more days. And it's Wednesday tomorrow, I should say. 3 more days left in the trading week. Let's hopefully get some bangers. So take care, everyone. I'll see you all in the next video.